must be too real to touch. You'll never in your life try to knock the truth. The illest shit ever. Get ready, cause this is about to get heavy.
Trying to keep me out, trying to censor what I say, cause they don't like what I'm talking about. So what's wrong with the media today?
Prove I'm lying if I ain't correct.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my post-fight. Mikey Garcia returns against Elio Rojas, and I want to give my post-fight. I give you guys the good and the bad and the ugly. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because most people would favor Mikey Garcia in this matchup. A lot of people haven't seen much of Rojas. So, what I seen from this fight was what I expected. I mean, I expected Mikey Garcia to win. He's an elite, at least when he left. The biggest test for me is how is he going to look after a 30-month layoff. So I do think this is the right type of fight given his current situation. He had the lawsuit with Top Rank, 30 months of inactivity. You can be in the gym every day, but it's different from an actual fight where you're sparring and stuff. So Mikey Garcia did what he was supposed to do. He got his man out of there. Multiple knockdowns. I think it was 4 knockdowns in vintage Mikey Garcia fashion in round 5. Breakdown of the fight. Garcia started off kind of slow. I think there might have been a little bit of ring rust. You got to get your confidence and your bearings back when you've been out of the ring. He knew he was in a new situation where he's on a big Al Heyman PBC, big fight, Leo Santa Cruz versus Carl Frampton. He's on the co-main event in New York. It's not like he's at home with all his hometown fans from Oxnard or whatever, like fighting at the StubHub. So I think he was a little bit more cautious. Plus, that's kind of how Mikey Garcia fights. He's kind of economical, things like that. So I did have Rojas winning round 1. He was a bit busier, landed some good body shots. And I like Garcia. He had a good bounce as he was coming forward. I thought he needed to pick up the jab. And in round 2, Mikey became a little bit more aggressive. He was cutting off the ring nicely, but he had Rojas cornered and he wasn't really unleashing combinations. But it was just kind of a matter of time, a chess game, until Mikey Garcia got into the fight, started feeling it, loosened up a little bit, and as soon as he started landing power shots, it was really a wrap. He knocked down his opponent twice in the 3rd round. The second knockdown was brutal. It was the piston right that sent him to the canvas. Rojas fought, in my opinion, dumb. After the first knockdown, he started doing his best Roy Jones, Sergio Martinez impersonation where he had his hands at his waist and he was trying to like bait him in. He was trying to fight fire with fire. You got to be smart. You know what I mean? When you're hurt and the guy's bigger than you, the guy's a technician, an accurate puncher, that is not what you want to do. But Rojas was trying to seize the moment. He looked like he said fuck or something. He cussed because he got knocked down the second time, so he knew he clearly lost that round. Round 3, so he was frustrated, but you can't let frustration sit in. You look at fights like James DeGale, Andre Darrell. A lot of people thought that fight could have been a draw or maybe even went the Darrell way, and Darrell got knocked down early twice too. So you just got to stick to the game plan and accept the fact that you got knocked down twice and try to get your senses back and start scoring. But the beginning of the end was near after those 2 knockdowns. Mikey Garcia just too big, too strong, too surgical, too tactical. So he knocked him down 2 more times. The referee didn't like the body language of Rojas, and the fight was concluded in round 5. TKO. It was a good comeback win, but for me, it's too premature to say, oh, he's exceptional, because Rojas hadn't fought in a long time, just like Mikey Garcia. They said I think he had 1 fight since 2012, something like that on the telecast. So it was a nice solid win for a guy coming off a 30-month layoff. I can't really put too much stock in that because he was clearly the bigger fighter. They said on the Showtime telecast that Rojas didn't even want the fight at 140, even though Garcia said post-fight that he came in a little bit under at 138. We don't know what he rehydrated to. And Rojas, when you're that type of B-side, you just take whatever to try to seize the moment and opportunity. So he took it. He was too small and he wasn't crafty enough to keep Mikey Garcia off him, who's a good fighter. So I'm really just looking forward to what's next, and Mikey Garcia climbing back up that ladder. He said he will drop down to 135 and pursue the bigger fights, the best fights, and then possibly after that go to 140. So that's what I'm looking forward to. When he was fighting in the lower division, the 120s, he was fighting top-notch competition, the Orlando Salidos, and he arguably, Paulie Malignaggi touched on this, he arguably was doing the same thing. I think he knocked Salido down 4 times. When he was fighting Juanma Lopez, he knocked him down more than once, I believe. So this is nothing new from Mikey Garcia. We just got to see him back in with top-notch, top-shelf competition and see where he's at. A lot of great fights that he can come back to. Terrence Crawford looks like the man at 140. He has amateur wins over Mikey Garcia, things of that sort. So a lot of good action. 135, 140. I would like to see it. Let me know what you guys thought of Garcia's performance. It was pretty much what I expected. So salute to Mikey Garcia on his victory on Showtime. And I'm about to watch the main event. I'll be back after that to give you my post-fight on Frampton, Santa Cruz. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.